guess what? I what was I gonna say? Oh, fuck's sake. Why am I like this? Oh yeah. All right. So like for the last week or so, I don't know if I've already said this. Probably at some point. Doesn't matter. I have been getting these like messages, these hits, these urges, these breadcrumbs, all telling me, right, that what I'm meant to be doing is hanging out right here in my bed, in my cubby bed thingy situation, and just hang out with myself, right? And I'm meant to be talking to myself and getting a better relationship with myself. Um, so like for some reason I was putting it off a lot. A lot. I kept putting it up. I was stressing about it. I'm like, why the fuck am I avoiding sitting on my bed talking to myself? Like, really, that should be a very easy thing to do. And then I'm like, oh yeah, but like, what happens after the conversation starts? Like, I, I mean, that's why other people don't like talking to me because the conversation always gets really deep. It's always really deep. Now was I avoiding talking to myself because I didn't want to face the depth? Is that what was going on? So then I was like, am I supposed to be like sitting here having a conversation with myself, like taking turns? Like, am I supposed to be like, hey, me, blah, 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 and then respond? um, or was I meant to just, because I kept getting like this sense that I was also supposed to be talking to my toys. So, um, I had actually, because, okay, well, when you get an intuitive hit, generally you're just meant to follow it. And then the next step reveals itself, you know? But when you overanalyze everything and have anxiety, I'm just um, like overthinking the whole thing. And then I start thinking, am I meant to be talking to my toys? And is the toys, like, am I meant to be talking to the toys like they are their own people? Or am I supposed to be, like, talking to myself in the toys? Am I supposed to be projecting a part of myself into my toys? Which I can do that. I can, because I've sent parts of myself walking with my friends in the past, and they reported back saying they had entire conversations with that aspect of me and they could feel me the entire time. Um, so when I send send an alter out to go do their own thing, apparently they take, I don't know, a portion of energy and they're off gallivanting around. I don't know. So the thing is, um, I was like, am I supposed to put a part of me, like an altar, inside my toys so then I can like face them and talk to them? And then my toys will become infused with that aspect of me. And then I can just utilize those toys as like an anchor to like summon the best parts of me for the moment. I don't know. Anyway, so um it's been like if I if I had acted on it when I first was told to do it, I don't know how things would have played out because that's not how I did that. We did not go down that path. Um, so I don't know what that would have looked like. I just like to trust that when I take things slow and steady, it's because that was the intended pace. I don't know. So, mm, Anyway, just a quick complaint. My tea is cold, and the microwave, well, last night when I tried to use the microwave, there was like a spark, and it's compromised. The cockroaches have well and truly fucked the microwave, so I can't reheat my coppers anymore. Which we do have a cup warmer thingy, which my housemate keeps telling me to use when my tea goes cold, and I'm like, no, that's meant to maintain the temperature of your drink. It's not meant to reheat your drink for you. But I don't know that for sure. I just that's what I assume. And I assume it will not reheat it very well. But then again, there's not that much left. Anyway, I'm not meant to be talking about my tea. I don't drink tea very often. I used to drink it all the time. Apparently, I'm still on the tea. But there was a Tim Tam. Well, there were multiple Tim Tams, but I only wanted one, so I was like, this Tim Tam is far too sweet and delicious to be had without tea. Generally, when I have things that are far too sweet, I feel like I need a cup of tea to wash it down. But also, is it even worth having a Tim Tam if you're not gonna like melt the ends and then bite the ends off and then dunk it in and then use it as a straw and then suck your drink through the Tim Tam until the whole middle of the Tim Tam is all melty and squishy and delicious, and then you eat it after that. Anyway, back to what I was talking about. Oh no, what was I? All right, wait. Yeah, talking to myself. I got there pretty quick. Success. Anyway. Yeah, fuck. Sorry. I would like to get to my points faster, but also my rambling is amusing, so I don't know. Anywho, I find it amusing. I don't care if you do. Yeah, so I decided this morning that I wanted to rewatch my old videos. Like, all of them. on YouTube. From like 11, 12 years ago. 10 years ago? I don't know. Anyway. So yes, I watched one. I watched the very first one called To Trigger My Awakening or something. I don't know. And I remember that stuff happening, but like, the way that I described it back then, yeah, like I remember parts of that instance, I don't know. But I didn't remember all of the details that I had shared in that video. And then there was a second video that I made after that where I was talking about the changes that have happened since the awakening. And that was very insightful, very helpful. Yay, past me! Teamwork! Fucking working together! Because guess what? Like, there was information in that I need right now. And that's the thing, like, the awakening. I just had a realization. It's just that, like, I've seen some stuff where it said something about a period of time for specific people, and how the awakening has been going for a specific amount of time. And like a couple of them said, that's the thing, like I've heard all these multiple things, like, and they have given different time frames, which are all kind of relevant. So some of them say the last couple of years, and I'm like, yeah, the last couple of years, everything has been shifting. Like that's when I have been like super awakening so much and unlocking like so many new like abilities and stuff. Um, but then they also say like a 6 to 7 year period, and I'm like, yeah, there was huge shifts and stuff happening in that time period as well. 6 to 7 years. That's literally when I started my reading business, when I realized that I could do the channeling and stuff, and when I set up my business and started channeling what my purpose was and everything, which I'm only just leaning into now and have been like more so since the 2 years period has blown up. But then there was one that said like 9 or 10 years, or 10 or 11, so somewhere around there. Anyway, and I'm just like, and before I was like, I don't know if anything notable happened then, but now I'm realizing, oh yeah, no, that big like awakening thing that I went through, where I felt like the merge and connection with my higher self. Um, I don't. I just listened to those two videos, and I swear I didn't mention the fact that I was lying down and that I had invited my higher self to lower itself into my body, and I could see the light form moving down and closer into my body, and then filling my entire being. I remember that happening, but I don't think I said that in the video. But what I did say in the video, right? Because I was talking about how I cleanse energy and how I like breathe in positive energy, but then and I like transmute it and I turn it into no, yeah. I feel the negative energy within me. I transmute it and turn that into positive energy. Or I can just breathe in positive energy and breathe out negative energy. But then I'm like, if I'm breathing out negative energy, then there's just negative energy out in there. Like anyone could pick that up. That doesn't seem good. I realized that when I was a teenager. So then I would stop blowing on it with like the violet flame, trying to cleanse it. And I'm like, okay, well, now the negativity's outside of me. How about I just blow on it, turn it into pure potential? And then eventually I was like, hang on a minute, why don't I just turn that energy into pure potential inside me? And then I'll be able to like utilize it, harness it, instead of being like, be gone energy, but now I'll transform you into something useful. It's like, fuck, I couldn't do that like when we were still together. Yeah. Yeah, so yeah, no, but that wasn't my point. My point was that apparently in the video I said something about my own soul energy, and it's like a white swirly energy thing. And I was saying that I can actually breathe in that energy. So if I can visualize that space being all like activated and flowy and full of like universal love and all this beautiful energy, right? But if I like visualize it as I'm breathing and I visualize myself inhaling it, that pure fucking energy, that transmutes negative energy into higher vibrational energy. That is the portal for transmuting energy. And I For a while there, I think I was calling something the Star Heart or something. And I was realizing yesterday that the Star Heart is maybe like the heart center, but the activation of the soul spark inside the heart center. I'm trying to recall what I was thinking about yesterday. Because when it comes to the Star Heart thing, it's like I have this whole thing where every time I go to draw anything, and this is my entire life, the only things that I draw are stars or hearts or a tree with a swing hanging off of it by a path with a bench. Very specific. But like something keeps saying there's something really significant about the star heart, and I haven't figured it out yet. And it's somehow connected to the fact that the 5-pointed star, the pentagram, that we all know, is actually a 7-pointed star. And we're just looking at it from the front, but the other points are coming towards us and are behind it. Pardon me. So I don't know what the relevance of that is, but that's relevant for some reason. And stuff that I was talking about in my first couple videos was super interesting because I was talking about my relationship with my daughter's dad. I was talking about my relationship with him and how my perspective of him changed when I had raised my frequency. And it seems because I had a pattern, right, where every year around October, November, something would start happening. I would start transforming. I would shift into a new version of me. But then, for some reason, for the last few years, I've been saying that it's a cycle, 3-year cycle. There's a 3-year cycle for me. And we switch after 3 years, every time. But I swear I used to say that it was every year. But it is every year. Around that time, things start shifting again. And I'm just like, is this my pattern of spiritual growth? Are there specific windows every year for spiritual growth to occur? Is it different for everyone? I feel like these are things I'm going to find out. I don't know. If anyone has these answers, tell me. I don't know. Anyway, I find myself fucking fascinating. I'm gonna go back and watch some more of my original videos, and then I'll be back to tell you my opinion of my past self. So, fucking, there you go.